So I made this huge project from slot 1, and the slot number 2 is gonna be coming out for a super highway instead of this one. And looks like I just made for this one as well. And even absolutely we're gonna be doing all this is the freight and passenger yard, and this is the diesel yard everywhere itself because of that turntable was small and not fitted by the trains. And because of this, despite seeing this, and the shed system is look like for the Dubai system as well for the United Arab Elements. Looks like that station is the main line is over here. So it looks like the highway system is gonna be over here for just someone like this one. As we're putting for our ways for always gonna be doing for the right side of the rails. As we're doing for such as pretty more as much as you can. And that way is absolutely going to be leading into there and going up here, which will leads up into for 1 out of 4 to 5 to 6 miles away from this one. So it's going to be really 6 miles, or really it's under 5 miles away from this one, as we put it up for some kind of a little bit of miles. But that should lead us to Crème Republic to get away from this one to get up here. And that should lead to Everfree line as well. And that should not be the Crème line as well. As you may see, I need to spawn for some kind of Chicagoland train. And looks like known as Metro, we're going to be spawning for this. And I make sure this is the loud train that we never seen like this before. As you can see that I just spawned this train. This has got to be so loud whatsoever. And as you can see in the pilot board, Monster Speeder spawned Metro EMD F40 PH3. Looks like we have this kind of one train right now, as we're going to be doing for just this very moment as one thing as well. So looks like we're not doing for some more trains, as we're going to be using for some kind of this. The train 101 is leading up for its first time. And looks like we're up to a freight and passenger system. Although that train was gotta be stuck for so much. Any sense that the train is gonna be leading for one time. Well, I'm sorry, this is some kind of changing a little bit one of server. But this train was absolutely got wild slow as well. As we reaching throughout for this time, I need to get for a full stop until I need to spawn something like it's gonna be going for an extra. So, as it's gonna be spawned like these train, we got one Metro coach. This is the passenger or freight coaches like this one. I mean, this is some kind of this one. We got one passenger train, and another one is 2. And another one is gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Russian hour for this time, as we're going to be doing how many total for some kind of Metro coaches. If I just spawn so many coaches, this will be a lot of time that we're absolutely going to be move at this thing. If I save one slot at a time, looks like we got our ways that we're moving somewhere in the road trips as well. So as you can see in the board, and the Metro coach car is absolutely make a lot of things big. So how many coaches did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one more coaches is absolutely we're gonna be doing some kind of another staff as well. And looks like another coaches has spawning here. And a dummy was absolutely gonna be more trains and dummy units as well. So I'm gonna be seeing for a dummy units as well. So allegedly they're gonna be doing for a one time as well, so looks like I'm not doing this for a lot of more times. So I need to get for rotate a lot of these stuff, and that's all for some kind of a little bit of one trains as well. And that should be gonna be for a lot of things as Metro coaches everywhere, as we have for today. And the more coaches we have instantly we got there. And most amount of coaches, we have a lot, and a lot, and a lot more. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4 coaches for this time, and because instead it was gotta be rolling everywhere itself. looks like I need to get to be going for an extra mode and spawn over here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have absolutely, we're going to be doing for another dummy unit. Anyways, it's absolutely looks some kind of for more reliable stuff like this one. As we're going to be using for this one, which is going to be the best. And by using the express or some kind of coaches like this one. As the train going to get stuck by, as I'm using for a consistent data, as well as we came by that we're gonna be doing for the express train, and looks like we're gonna give ourselves a honker over here. So the train got louder and extremely like I never to do so as well. So another train will be spawned as known as the train number 102. Looks like another train has been spawned for this one, the diesel engine for some kind of a little bit. It looks like we're gonna be going inside of the railroad station as well. So even though it looks like that train from other kinds of dimension, this is the train number 102. And over here is gonna be a lot more things to do so. And more reliable trains as well as we come into the speak ones. As more trains become, I needed to get spawned for others, some surfliner train. This is one surfliner train. That metro train just gotta be loud. That train is the surfliner, which is kind of just a little bit best. Overall, I'm just gonna be spawning for so many trains as well. So even though I'm just gonna be doing for a lot of work, and it will be taking for so many times. Since I didn't got all of them, looks like we have a DCC concept to enter. So let's do for 2065. This is the train number 2065. I'm really probably sure that we're gonna be doing so much backwards at all. So as I'm probably speaking that we're gonna be using with this train. But I just gonna be choosing one. But then only some coin to get some even reliably stuck as well. So I make sure that we're gonna get moved so easily. But this train right here that I just gonna be choosing really right now. Now it should be gonna head up into Crème Republic with some kind of a 1970s to 80s trains as well. So looks like we're gonna be doing for 30%. As the train comes really fast as well. We see far away from the F40PHs as well. And another F40PH, and I got the P42 in my side, and instead of this one, so looks like we have the P42 DCV2. Looks like we got everything it was. We have everything for it's just like an AM fleet. Everything just absolutely we're gonna be doing itself, but to do with start like these things as well. We came all over to the station, and it looks like the 2 diesels is absolutely gonna be arriving at early. So it's just gonna be turned to use a camera mode and see what happens we're gonna be doing for just yet. So when I turn on the lights on, it's absolutely turning on for just well and instantly. So the train can stop for literally right now. And this is the baggage area for over here. Now even though looks like we're gonna be full stop for over here. And we'll wait for against few minutes against time, so the passengers will be boarding in, and we'll be hearing this horn out for just a little bit once. So I hope that we're gonna be hearing this out loud before it's some kind of a very hard. The first route should be going to pass a station, but at least we're gonna be doing for really far. But to do this by themselves, but I'm not gonna be trying to think. I mean, this is absolutely we're gonna be doing such a big thing. As well, I should gonna be waiting for a few more minutes that we're gonna be heading this out. Once all the passengers had been aboard the train, it's time to say all aboard, and here we go! As the train is on our way to Crème Republic, as the train accelerates very slowly at this one time because some diesel locomotives are just absolutely diesel electric locomotives accelerated and handles the 4 baggage cars and 10 passenger coaches as well. So I never gonna be seeing here like this one before, as we're gonna be doing 4 and heading towards into 50% per throttle, as it accelerates for instantly more reliably fast as well. So I'm not sure that we're gonna be, don't worry, that the train will be decelerate for this one. So I just fixed this problem for some kind of a railroad turns and going uphill. As the train is going to get straight uphill, I make sure that I'm gonna be upgrading it to some kind of railway bridge. Until heading towards into this one, I make sure that I'm gonna be turning the camera filter on. So looks like I just used for the free cam. In my side in Forza Horizon, here comes the train crossing the bridge at 50% per throttle. Looks like he comes out of here as well as we put on to this one as we come into some kind of a halt. Now, if that distractions have done it once again, the video has come to a various halt once again for this time. And I'm not sure that we're absolutely doing for some kind of just a little bit once. So, if I just filmed this movie, this is one of the deadliest corners before the train going to get derailed for this one. So looks like the train is going to get up here and right here, and I don't worry, that it won't be able to get square like this one. So the train is going to get up here. Now looks like I'm just going to be getting a little bit closer to the train horn. And here comes the train. Right, going to get uphill until we're going to be fully stopped over here. So it looks like it made sure in the last time's video that I made this one. So the train is completely moving forward and it keeps on horning for this one. So looks like, and exactly why that I never made it itself. Looks like we connected these railways. This is the layout and without terrain at this way. Here comes the F40PH. Had come for this way to entering for a left side of the rails. I mean, it's some kind of a left side of the rails. It comes towards into kind of uphill, and we might sure that we're gonna be passing the station at this well during around for this filming time. Now looks like I cannot able to get up here as really fast as possible, but I make sure the train just went there to some kind of one station that before I just went out of control that we're going to be doing up here. As the train has going to pass here to the station. Looks like the train is going to get under the bridge. Looks like I just absolutely turn off collisions off. And looks like another ways that we won't absolutely going to head down into the tunnel. As we, according to this one, as we're going to be entering for the one spot. I just never quickly saw that must be the other station around here. And these stations look abandoned to me. And some kind of reasons the train is moving on and back into the main line in the roads itself. So looks like I'm just going to be throughout for the film spot. Looks like the train is on the way to Crème Republic. So looks like it's going to be doing for a little bit for reliable sides. And here the train horn once again. So looks like I'm just going to be turning out for our films like this one. Heading throughout for some kind of long bridge or something like else. And throughout for the railway bridge. This is where I just filmed like this one. And I made some kind of layout after the bridge just went on. And the train has come by. And looks like it has been arrived for this day. And that was gonna be very cool whatsoever. So this is absolutely kind of just a little bit fun. But I make sure this is some kind of absolutely unnecessary buzz. So looks like in the railway bridge. Looks like we're heading down here for 100%, which is absolutely we're going to be doing for a high speed downhill. This is where the train goes down on high speeds as well as we're pushing on to 100 miles an hour. That the train just went down for just a little bit, but almost going to go inside of the bottom. Let's head back into 50% per throttle. I don't think the train is absolutely very quick whatsoever. So, looks like, before we're going to be end of this video, looks like I might turn down to 50% per throttle. Looks like we're going to head down into a large split. This is the scene where the Crème Republic has been gloried. And that guy in the chat here say hi for this one. So, looks like the train is down here and it got stuck. Looks like we're probably never going to be delayed for this moment. As before we're going to be end of this video. And before it continues and keeps going.